Hello dear traveler, welcome to the next carriage. I'm enjoying a beautiful spring day in Brno, and I would like to talk about change today. When I was young, I thought that when I'm gonna, go to school, the things what I'm gonna learn there, that will be something what I will use for the rest of my life and it will stay similar, especially when I was at the high school. I was going to the building high school, and there was so many like materials and breaks and things we were learning about. And there I kind of thought, yeah, I'll learn this sortiment, and then that's what we will be using, and then the drawing programs and thing. But already when I was studying, things were changing, things were developing. And then I was also thinking, I'll finish the school and then I'll get a job and then I'll get a house and then I'll do this and this. And then when I was in New Zealand, I thought that when we were running the cafe, I'll make the garden this way and then it's gonna be like this, and kind of basically that things will be finished. That I will get to some stage when I will be able to like tick it, and then I will never need to go and look at the things ever again. And that's I guess the biggest or one of the big flaws or the programs which don't really work, because life is inherently changing. It's every single moment, everything is changing around us, and wanting to things to stay same, we are actually, it's like when you try to put a ball under the water, like it wants to spring up, but so you have to hold it there. So it's taking a lot of our energy if we want to hold on things to be the same, because everything is changing around. So you almost need to create some kind of like a barrier, some kind of like a shielding, and and keep producing it and holding it, so you can kind of live in your little bubble of your own unchanging world. But as the time is kind of dilating, you kind of that from the point when you started to resist to the next moment is when it's getting more and more, and like more days, more years, more months, it's becoming more and more difficult to keep your bubble unpenetrated by the change. And also then when the change penetrates this bubble, we are devastated, we are completely gutted, because we need to suddenly catch up with so much. And it can be even something like the relationship finish, or somebody dies, or you get fired from work. If we would be, there's the opposite. Can you imagine that you would live with a change? Change would be completely normal in your life. You would have no problem with a change, and you would be kind of almost endorsing it, or like I can't think about better word. So that way, you would have so much more space for actually appreciating this every single moment, and you would feel so much more grateful for everything, because you would understand that nothing is permanent, nothing stays the same. People change, people come and go, jobs come and go, places where you live come and go. Nothing stays the same. This is very hard to accept, especially with the relationship and with loved ones and with work. But more you can go into kind of anticipating that everything will change. It doesn't matter that you're not going to be enjoying it because tomorrow it's going to be different. No, it's going to make you actually enjoy it more, because you will understand how precious it is, and how everything and everyone around you is precious in every single moment. But when you meet them next time, they'll be different. And that's for me, it's inherent truth of life, which I've been resisting for so long, and that's why I've been struggling and suffering for so long. So maybe it will give you a different point of view, or something to think about. I'll leave you here now. You have a beautiful wherever you are, whatever you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for listening, and